Okay, so I have my lighting. I adjusted it a little bit because I felt like it was looking a little bit harsh in some of my other videos. So I don't know. We'll see if this helps. Maybe not. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in the shade Cream to prime my eyes. That's really all it's good for. I was using it pretty consistently there for a while. Then I kind of forgot about it because it doesn't hold up as good as my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. So I don't prefer to use it, but it gets the job done. I don't know. Maybe I will declutter it at some point, but right now I feel content enough with it to use it. Today's just going to be like a mixed bag of stuff, really. I am going to use the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. I was able to snag this with some Mercari money when it was on sale at Sephora for like $50. So I thought I would give it a go. I am going to start priming the lids with this, or setting the lids, I should say, with this light shade, which is Bermuda. But yeah, not gonna lie, you guys, didn't really want to film today or all week or anything. It's really just been a long week and a long weekend. So I thought I would just do a get ready with me, and you know, we could do some catching up while I play with my makeup. I have dog hair all over me. Kind of just is what it is, you know. Tito's white hair is difficult to get rid of. My hair is atrocious. I am getting it done this Friday, which I'm really excited about. It's just so, like, I don't know, damaged and like falling out. Like, I don't know what's happening with it, but it's like still just so thin. I don't know. So I'm gonna get it done on Friday. I'm really excited about that. So I've really just been hating it for a while. So yeah, this shade definitely can build up to pack some pigment. Like, holy wow. It does blend out really nicely though. Let's see, what do we, honestly, I'm probably just gonna do something super basic. Sorry if you don't like that, but I don't care. That's what I'm feeling. I'm gonna just slowly start to, what do I want to do here? Build things up with this shade, which is Terra, lightly, and going with that. So yeah, just playing catch up here. It's been a really long couple of weeks. I know I've touched on some stuff before, but we did have a coworker who's out on medical leave. She had a stroke in the office during work hours. We are unsure if she'll return. She is doing better, but she's not, you know, she's still doing rehabilitation stuff, out on leave, whatnot. So we're not really sure what's going on with that. And then we got a new worker who started because we were short. And she just finished up her training. It's like 2 weeks ago-ish, 2-3 weeks ago. And then we had another coworker give us his 4 days notice. Right? And then we had another coworker last week pass out in the office. And she's having some tests done to see what that looks like. And then another coworker shared that, you know, her family was going through some stuff medically, and she potentially will be leaving us over the next few months so that she can provide care for her family. So it's been a really long couple of months because if you don't know, I am a social worker and the fall and holiday seasons tend to be pretty busy for us. We also we're on call. So whenever anyone leaves or is out, we then have to pick up their on-call days. So you're on call even more, which means that you're subject to get called out at literally any time to handle a allegation of, you know, child abuse or neglect. So, love that. I'm now going to go in with this deep shade over here, I think, which is Volcano. And since we are so short-handed and we're picking up, you know, more days, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, a little scattered, a little burnout. I am a permanency worker, which means that after the assessment is complete and we decide to open a case, I get the case and I work with that family through the case. But because we are so short and we've been losing all of these people, I'm doing permanency and I'm doing the initial assessment phase, which makes it very difficult to balance and ensure that I'm staying on top of all of my responsibilities on both the permanency side and the assessment side. So it has been long. There just aren't enough of us trying to get everything done. We have trash support from management, which makes everything a lot worse than it needs to be. They just, you know, aren't team players. And I feel like because of their poor management style, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose a couple more people by the end of the year, which honestly we can't really afford to lose. But I also understand it, and I don't, you know, fault them at all for wanting to leave because it sucks. And I feel like our job is important and we deserve to be treated with human decency as well. So I can't really blame them. I just, you know, it sucks. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Glitter Glue now and tap this all over the lid. So yeah, last week I only wore makeup for like 3 days. I just was so tired. I could not. And it's like, it sucks because you're at a point where our office is at a point where like you can't really like say no because there is no one else. Like you have to do it. And if you're not doing it, your other caseworker who's overworked and overloaded is gonna have to do it. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which is Bronze Edge. So yeah, it sucked, honestly. Well, it does suck, I guess is what I'm saying. I mean, we'll get through it, but it's just not gonna be a good time. And I'm hopeful that I'll be able to, you know, continue to post my normal schedule over here, which, hi, hello, if you're new, my name is Megan. I post every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Please subscribe, ring the bell, all the things. So I'm hopeful that I can continue to keep that pace up, but if I do miss an upload here or there, that's why, like, things at work are really just not the best. So that's how that is going. I also, this weekend, really kind of just needed, like, some time to kick back and relax, which didn't really happen. I watched my cousin's dog for the whole weekend, and he is, for lack of better words, fucking crazy. He barks a lot, he cries a lot, doesn't listen at all. he like nibble bites. Like it was fine, but it was not relaxing. This look is also looking super pretty so far. I'm just gonna clean up the under eyes here. So it just like, you know, wasn't, you know, at home around doing stuff. So today I'm, you know, doing stuff. I'm really trying to prioritize some self-care. I need to get some new like vitamins and stuff. I really want to get back on a vitamins regimen because I'm just feeling like pretty worn down lately. And I think a lot of it is, you know, work and everything. So I want to get back on a better regimen with that. I also gonna go with my Phyto Spectral Shine. I also want to start walking again, at least, you know, 4 times a week is my goal. This week I only did twice, which, you know, wasn't my goal, but I'm not gonna like beat myself up about it too hard because guess what? It's 2 more times than I did last week. I've really just gained a lot of weight and I had my wellness check 2 weeks ago now, still waiting for my like blood work stuff to come back, but I really would just feel better if I slim down a little bit. So I'm working on that as well. Gonna go on with a Never Ending foundation from Dose of Colors. Yeah, I was like, I thought I said the name wrong or something. Just because like, you know, a lot of my clothes also aren't fitting and I feel like that kind of just weighs into my everyday feelings and vibes when I'm not like feeling comfortable in my clothes. I have gotten some new clothes that I feel like fit me more comfortably. But I would just feel better if I slim down a little bit. So that's my goal. I'm not setting a weight goal. I don't keep a scale in my house. It's not healthy for me. So my goal is just to be, you know, more active. And I think that naturally it'll happen as long as I'm doing that and I'm being mindful of, you know, what I'm consuming and whatnot. So that's another thing I want to start implementing. I do have this like flat treadmill thing that I brought into work that I'm gonna try and get the workout in during the work day when I'm like typing, doing notes or court reports, stuff like that. I'm gonna hop on it and walk on it. That's what I did twice last week and that was helpful, so I didn't have to worry about it when I got home. So I really did enjoy that piece. But yeah, I really just need to get back to it, you know? I used to walk like every day. So I want to just start implementing 4 times a week and we'll go from there. I also feel like, let's see, when this goes up, so my project pan update will be up next week. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm starting to get a little burnt out by some of the products in my project pan. But it's so annoying because, well, and if you're a project panner, I'm sure you can totally relate to this. Some of the products are so close to being done that it is like all I want to use because wow, this is definitely getting too dark for me. All the summer tan is going, so yeah, just ignore that. But like I'm just kind of getting, what's the word I want to use? Just like burnt out on them, like, because there's 3 products at this point that are kind of just seeming never ending. So I'm just ready for them to be gone. I'm using the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer in the shade Silk. I have a mini of this that I got as a part of my like Sephora order, which is really exciting. But yeah, so that's the vibe right now, you guys. Just not doing particularly awesome, but trying to actively take steps to turn some things around. I also don't have my big vanity mirror and lighting on my vanity anymore. I was shampooing my carpets and knocked it over and it busted. So love that for me. Love it. What really sucks about, wow, where was I going with that thought? I don't know, but it really just sucked. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, the lighting is totally different, but I don't really feel like it's horrid. The shade matches though, but that's neither here nor there. Instead of using what stuff I usually use, I used a purchase to pick up the Hourglass Unlocked palette. And what I did was I snagged the inside of the tiger component and I put it in the elephant one. They had that option to where you could do that on their site. So I'm hoping that it'll work. I'm gonna dip into this shade over here. And I'm just hoping that it's gonna work as like a bronzer maybe. Ooh. Looks like it has a little bit of a pink hue. And my foundation is so splotchy over here. I did not do a good job, you guys. Jesus. Yeah, and that shade ain't looking bronzery. Let me grab a new brush. Should have probably done that anyways, but because yeah, when I swatched this shade, it looked very bronzy. So maybe that brush just had something going on. Kind of want to cry. I'm gonna show you guys. Look at that. So why is it okay? I hate it. Why we have this here and I hate it. Let's tap on some of this orange shade that I thought could be cute for blush. Yeah, that's like a pretty blush shade. I don't know. Okay. I am just going to take my whole base off and then I'll be back. Okay, so base is back on. Round two. I'm gonna use something else new because why not? If we have to redo it for a third time, whatever, right? I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade 1 with my Rouge Reward. So yeah, like I said, why not? Let's just go in with a little bit of this. Definitely pulling pretty cool on me. Which when I initially swatched it in store, I felt like it was cool. But then when I blended it out, it did warm up a bit. But already I can kind of just tell that this is a shade that I would definitely just use for contouring. This formula is also a little bit, I feel like a little bit on the stiffer side compared to some of my other creams. I don't like the way that looks over there. I don't know, I'm kind of like finding that I like warmer toned bronzers. I think that's like my preference. I'm gonna go in with a powder one and I'll warm that up because I just don't really like it. Is this supposed to be a bronzer? Yeah, Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. I don't feel like that claim is true at all. I don't look sun-kissed or glowy. I look contoured. I also picked up with my Rouge Reward the Natasha Denona My Dream blush and highlighter palette. This was a little trio. I'm really excited. So I'm going to go into this blush shade. Looks gorgeous. I love her cream blush formula in the Glam Base palette. So I had really high hopes for this. And yeah, finally a win. This looks beautiful, blending out really nicely. At first I was like, is it me? Am I the problem? That's like kind of how I was starting to feel. But no, this looks, okay, this looks stunning. The formulation for these is very interesting. I have swatched them and it was interesting. I'm gonna go in with the Glow Cream Base and just tap that on. It is so pretty. Ooh, it just makes your skin look like wet and juicy, which if you don't like that, then yeah. But I like that, so oh yeah, that is so pretty. Okay, we have a win. We have 2 wins. I really like these. Really hate these. So that kind of sucks. I'm going to go ahead, finish my eyes, fill in my brows, do all of that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so here is the final look. I think all in all, a little bumpy, but we got there. I will go ahead and insert a close-up of the look so you guys can see it a little bit better. I really do love the shades and tones that I used today. This might be kind of neutral or basic or whatever, but those are the kinds of tones that I like. So I really think that I'm going to enjoy this palette and get a lot of use out of it. This look is, the eye look is just so beautiful. I love, love, love how it came out. Another big win for me is the My Dream face palette. These formulations and textures are truly so unique. Especially these, they are just like this one's more traditional, but this one is like, you see, like that wet, balmy texture, absolutely stunning. And then I love the blush. I was hoping that the formulation would be the same as it is in her Glam Face palette, and it is. I love it. I think that it is just chef's kiss. I did go ahead and warm up the face with the bronzer that I'm panning from Olimar. This is what it is looking like. That being said, this is going to be a no for me. You'll probably see it in an upcoming declutter. The shade is just far too cool for my preference. It doesn't remind me of a warm sun-kissed glow at all. It reminds me of a contour. And I think that if you enjoy contouring, you like contouring, then you could get some really nice use out of this. But I don't contour. I like do the bronzer thing or whatever, and I prefer a warmer an actual sun-kissed look. I just like it warmer. That's what I like. This isn't giving me that. So if you're a similar skin tone to me and you're hoping that this is going to be a warm, sunny bronzer, it's not. It's pretty cool. It's also, formulation-wise, it felt a bit stiff, so I wasn't really into that. I prefer something a little bit creamier, like my Huda one. the Nude Sticks one, those just blend out so much easier. So this is going to be a pass for me. I already know I'm just not going to mess with it. And then the Hourglass palette that I got, I understand, so don't come for me. I understand that this palette was geared toward the deeper skin tones. Like, I understand that. So it's not like I'm like, oh my God, like so mad it didn't work for me. I'm not mad. I mean, I'm sad, but I'm not mad because I understand it was not geared toward my skin tone. But I was really hoping that when I had seen this swatched out that it would easily work as a bronzer for me. And I know some people in the community, it has worked as a bronzer. So I was really hopeful that it would, but it just doesn't. The tone pulls kind of red pink on me, and I have a neutral undertone. So maybe it's just not playing well with my undertone. That could totally be it. Off camera, I did play with some of these other shades because I was like, well, I'm taking this off anyway. So, you know, who cares? And I played a little bit with the orange. It is very pigmented on the face when I picked it up. This is a little too gold for my preference. So already I think a lot of these tones aren't going to work for me like I thought that they would. I'm almost wondering if because it was the deeper toned palette, if they made these shades more pigmented so that they would have that richer color payoff. Because I know when I had an Hourglass blush before, I had to build it up quite a bit to get the color that I wanted. So I almost feel like they might have enhanced the pigmentation payoff for the deeper skin tones because it was far too deep for me, unfortunately. So this is going to be a mess, not, you know, anything, whatever. The tones just aren't going to work for me. So that's where I'm at on these, which kind of stinks. On my lips, I did just use the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Stone. This is one of my favorites. I'm actually going to be rotating it into my project pan probably in at the end of October, so going into this November, just because I'm almost done with like 3 lippies right now. So that is going well. I also was able to, spoiler, finish this up. When I redid it, I was scraping product out to finish my face. So that's exciting. Finally done with that. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of all over, a little bit chaotic. Get ready with me. I tried a lot of new makeup, so I had a lot of different thoughts. I hope that they were helpful. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you did like this, and subscribe if you are new. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a fabulous week, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!